So, Nicolas,
Yes.
I wanted to start out by, I know I've already said this, but congratulations on your work with Senshi and everything.
Thank you very much.
I wanted to start out, I want to talk a bit about Leona to you, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So he came back earlier this year, returned from a layoff, won by first round knockout. Absolutely wild fight at K-1 Beyond.
Yeah.
So, what's it like to see him finally come back to the ring after a long layoff and, get the win? What does it mean to you as a coach, as, a team, as a gym?
Well, for one thing, it's always a pleasure to watch him fight.
Yeah.
There's never a dull moment, They call him Iron Fist in Japan for a reason.
Yeah.
The layoff was not because he didn't want to fight. He was the champion,
Yeah.
which, of course, to see Leona Pettas, he carries my name into the ring. It's a huge honor, to see someone actually become the K-1 world champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of politics going on in martial arts, and sometimes it doesn't always work out in the best favor. Brutal honesty, there's a lot going on behind the scenes with K-1 right now.
Right.
And so he's coming back to give him a push.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what did you, I don't know how much involvement you had in the camp, but if you had any, what did you do kind of behind the scenes to make sure he went out and really seized the moment in his return the way he did?
Well, Leona himself has a fighter's heart, which means that he doesn't know how to back down from something.
Right.
When he goes in 100%. For example, in the fight with Takeru, in the match where he went in banging, and I just stood there and was pulling my hair out, says, no! But because he hits as hard as he does, in that weight class, he could have gone either way, even in that fight. But I want to clarify something. I don't coach him.
Okay.
I only coached him in the beginning of his career,
Right.
which is like now 15 years ago almost.
Yeah.
I was running the gym called the Spirit Gym at the time, and he came in and joined.
Right.
And he was very serious about training.
Right.
And I used to train him a lot. And then I had my hips replaced, and I moved out of martial arts. And I haven't really gotten back into martial arts until I've signed up with Senshi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of had a bit of a break, like.
Generally speaking, I've had over a 10 years break. Generally speaking, I've been to all his fights,
Right.
always watching him. We had a little little rumble as a stage presence together recently in the Korakuen, which was kind of fun.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of cool because a lot of people don't know the relationship between me and Leona,
Yeah.
and they think he's my son.
Yeah. That's kind of what we came in wondering. We didn't know how much involvement you still had,
No.
So
I just support him, buy a ticket and go and watch it, or whatever I could do if he needs anything, because he's got into this internet thing with K-1 where he keeps calling them out.
Yeah.
We're talking about doing some more stuff together, actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll look forward to that.
Maybe some YouTube stuff.
Okay, interested.
Yeah.
At the weekend as well at K1, they announced he's got a fight lined up. He's
Yep.
fighting Tomiya. He's fighting Yokoyama Tomiya. What do you think of that fight? Do you have any kind of breakdowns for us, or will Leona just go in there swinging again?
Well, I mean, you've seen him fight before, so
Yeah.
you know how he is. And
Yeah.
technically, he'll go in there and he'll look for the opportunity, and then he'll let his hands go.
Yeah.
And you really never know. Sometimes I look at it because I fight differently. And when I look through my fighting eyes, I want him to do something. But also I know he's got his very unique style himself. So
Yeah.
I just trust in the process, basically,
Okay.
and wish him the best. Yeah.
Cool.
He's going to win. He's going to win.
Official prediction?
Oh, man, he's hungry. He's hungry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also thought, when looking at Leona in preparation for this, I saw a few similarities between yourself and him. Obviously, carries your name, K1 Grand Prix champion, had a bit of a layoff due to unfortunate circumstances, both of you. So I was wondering, how much of yourself do you see in him? I know you just said you kind of have different styles, but do you see a lot of him in yourself, even outside of fight style, just as mentality?
I think that's a good question. I think I see more of him in me because we share the same name.
Yes.
And I think also maybe for him that because he came in and asked for my name, and I was like, at the time I was out of fighting, and I think it was around the time when I had my first hip replaced.
Yeah.
So I was struggling with a lot of emotions towards what I felt about that, and I said, look, I can't teach you the same way anymore.
Right.
So I said, if you want this, I'll think about it, and I got back to him and said, look, you're going to be the last.
Right.
You're going to be the last of the Pettases.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's been a couple of them.
Okay, right. Yeah. I see. And I guess I just wonder, are you, like, you must feel proud that Leona carries your name, similarities between yourself and him and your careers. Like, it must be a huge thing for you.
It is. It's really something I'm proud of.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stop smiling when I talk about it.
Yeah.
To think that I have, been blessed with being called the Blue-Eyed Samurai in Japan, and somehow being able to pass that spirit on to a Japanese fighter, and then he just becomes the best.
Yeah, I feel it really like cements your legacy. Like, you've had a truly legendary career. So to have someone else in kind of the newer gen carry on your name must just be incredible for you.
It's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's really awesome.
Cool. So just to finish it off, I have one last question. I've been asking this to everyone I've interviewed here.
Yes.
Senshi doing the heavyweight Grand Prix this weekend, their first one. Like, Grand Prix have kind of made a bit of a resurgence in kickboxing in recent years. How do you feel about Grand Prix? You're obviously no stranger from yourself. Do you think they're good for the sport, good for the fighters, or do you prefer just standard fights? Like, what's your thoughts on Grand Prix tournaments?
Well, I come from a karate background,
right?
And karate, it's only Grand Prix or big tournaments,
Yeah.
Like, the biggest tournament I ever fought in was, the World Tournament, and 270 fighters. It takes 3 days to get through it.
Yeah.
7 or 8 fights potentially to become a world champion. So,
right.
I mean, fundamentally, I believe in the format of tournament fighting.
Yeah.
A lot can go wrong.
Right.
The risk clearly is much higher than doing super fights. But I think that what we had with K-1 back in what we call the golden era is lacking and missing right now.
Yeah.
I went to see the first round of Last Man Stand in Glory.
Yeah.
Because I had a fighter that was fighting there. And it was really cool to see, because that's the first time they put 32 heavyweights together. So yes, I think it is something that is lacking in kickboxing, specifically the heavyweights.
Right.
And I think, like, the opportunities, like we're Senshi 28 here on our Grand Prix for the first time, to get into the heavyweight tournaments is going to push the heavyweights to train harder.
Yeah.
You got to be much fitter and much stronger and much more technically, savvy to win the tournament. And I think if we're going to get the heavyweights to become as good as the Peter Artses and the Ernesto Husts and them, we have to push them and give them opportunities like we're doing now.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the Glory tournament. I was also wondering, because Glory's tournament, it's a bit different to the usual, like, one night 8-man, or even like the K-1 said. You said, where it's like 3 days, 270 fighters.
Yeah.
It's a bit different. They do it kind of throughout the year, like on multiple events, and then at the end you have an 8-man tournament in the final.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that format? Do you prefer it or not to the usual just one night 8-man?
Well, I think technically, when you have to break down the amount of stress that a body takes over an 8-man tournament, which is 3 fights to win it, right? Or come first or second anyway. And you're doing 3 rounds per fight with potentially 1 extra round.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the max that you want to see in one night.
Yeah.
Like, you could go 16, for example,
Yeah.
and do 4 fights. But for entertainment value and also, like, to protect the fighters, I think 8-man is where you want to be at.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's super exciting. I mean, you go through this this huge storyline, because you get to follow the fighters throughout, the evening, and I really find it exciting.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you. That's all I have.
Yep, that's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Watch Senshi 28 Grand Prix live on YouTube or any other platforms that it is available on, Triller TV and everything, and I'll be hosting it tomorrow night. I'll see you there. Os.
Cool.